Hi, this is Peter. Welcome to another episode of Beyond Mechanical. Obviously, I'm going for another trip. I've got to pick up a couple things. We're going camping tomorrow. There'll be a whole another video on that. At any rate, I wanted to address something about some things I've noticed. Let's call it that. I've been watching, as a YouTuber, you make your own videos, but you also watch other videos. And I have noticed over time a disturbing trend in a lot of YouTube fishing videos. They usually start out with a title that says "Cops called on me while fishing," or fussed at by property owner or whatever about fishing. Confrontations with people, saying I shouldn't be here, fishing, etc., so forth. And generally, these people all have one thing in common: I didn't know I couldn't be here. Some of them even knew they shouldn't be there, but they go ahead and go anyway. They've had issues before, but they go ahead and go back. I'm pulling in my dash cam. But they go ahead and go back to areas where they've been told they can't fish there. A lot of people say, well, I have a right to fish. I can fish anywhere I want to. I can go anywhere I want to go fishing. That's not true. Your state may have where any waterway that is accessible from public property, like a roadway or something like that, is fishable. That doesn't mean the bank along the waterway is fishable. In some instances, yes, they have an easement. In some instances, they have a community easement. So if you're not a member of the community or fishing with a member of the community, you're not supposed to be fishing there. It's that simple. If you don't own the property, don't be on it. It's that simple. It just seems to be a common thread of people trespassing to go fishing. There are plenty of areas you can go fish that you do not have to trespass. There are plenty of areas where you can go fish that the police will not be called on you. Yes, there are idiots out there, and that's how they portray these people as idiots fishing, people who hate fishing, etc., so forth. No, they're property owners. They don't want anybody on their property because they don't want the liability of you getting hurt on their property. In this day and age, if someone gets hurt on your property, they are likely to sue and win because you own the property. They got hurt on your property. Whether you were home or not, whether you allowed them to or not, whether you've even told them to leave or not, this happens. As a property owner and a pond owner myself, I face that decision. When I let the neighbor boys come over, there's always a chance that if they get hurt, they're going to blame me because I have a pond because I allowed them to come over. Now, I know my neighbor well enough to know that that's not going to happen. Their boys get hurt, it's on their boys. It's just how they roll. By the same token, if somebody pulls up in my driveway, can I fish your pond? I don't know you. I don't know what you're about. I don't know how you would do things. I can't let you do that. Just for my own personal safety, I can't. I don't want to be sued. I don't want to lose everything I've worked hard to get. That is a good bit of what is on the mind of these people to tell you need to leave their property. You can't fish here because it's private property. They own, and in many cases, they own all the way up to the water line. I was going to buy a piece of property on a lake in a neighborhood, and I owned all the way up to the property line. All the way up to the water line. Now, there was an access easement of 10 feet for the neighbors, for the neighborhood. That meant, and in the way it was written, that meant that it was the people who lived in the area who also owned property on the pond. there were other people in the neighborhood that did not own property on the pond, so they could not do this. But the people who owned property on the pond had a 10-foot access, allowing them to walk around the whole entire edge of the pond. It was put in that way in case you get a fish that runs too far, or your boat drifts away, and you had to get out on the bank. Your trolling motor dies, you have to get on the bank to get your boat home or get home. So that way nobody had any problem with that. I understand that, but by the same token, it did not cover guests or people. Let's say I tell Joe he can go fishing in my backyard. He can't go on somebody else's property and go fishing. It was written in just for the property owners and their immediate family who lived on the property having access that way. Some places don't have that much. They have a neighborhood access, neighborhood easement, and some places don't have that neighborhood easement. Like I said, if you don't own the property, don't go on. It's that simple. Figure out, network with people, figure out what the rules are, figure out what the regulations are. Don't get caught trespassing. There again, I know that there are places where there's easements, city easements, county easements, whatever, on this pond that you can access from the parking lot, wherever, that you are allowed to be within 15 feet of the pond. Most easements are about 15 feet. You can be about 15 feet from the pond edge. That doesn't mean that the homeowner hasn't had people trash around, hadn't had people, walk through their property, hadn't had people, cause problems, and they're not going to be upset. Doesn't mean the homeowner agrees with the easement either. They can come out and yell at you. They probably will come out and yell at you if they're, that type of person. But most of them know that they don't own it. Most of the time, most fishermen are trying to be within the law. But there seems to be this group that doesn't want to follow the law, doesn't want to follow the rules, and tends to be a little bit more on the road line of things. And they're showing up on YouTube, and I want to put it out there that if you are trespassing to go fishing, you are in the wrong. You should never trespass to do anything. Don't go places you don't have permission to go. It's that simple. That would cease for you having a lot of problems. There again, you're going to run into situations where you're going to have problems with people. Some people are idiots. But overall, if you just follow the rules, follow the laws, don't trespass, gain permission if you can, and realize that your permission may not actually fall suit with the rules governing, the area, the ordinances and stuff. In one instance, these boys were out fishing on a boat. None of them lived in the neighborhood, yet their friend did, and their friend told them they could go fishing. Well, that doesn't cover the fact that them fishing in that particular spot, not living there, is not considered a legal thing. Alright, at any rate, I hope you learned something. Hope you understood what I'm trying to say. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm about to turn the camera off to save some battery.